friends, I am Havisha Rathore and here I am with another interesting lesson. Whenever my father gets free time, we would like to visit historical places or temples, especially during weekends. So friends, today we are gonna visit Hill Temple of Bangalore. And friends, after watching this video, I assure you, you will have a bag of tricks, a bag of knowledge. So let's hit the road.
It's time I'm letting you go. This time I know it for sure. Just thought I should let you know. Yeah, no, it's no more. No, I got so high on a low. That's when I love you the most.
So friends, we've parked our car there and now we're going to proceed towards the temple.
It's time I'm letting you go. This time I know it for sure.
Before I start my English lesson, I pay my humble obeisance with my folded hands. Please don't judge this video on the basis of religion. I respect all the religions equally from the bottom of my heart. The tour to a temple gives me peace of mind and refreshes my thoughts like anything. The worship place for Hindus is called temple. Similarly, the worship place for Christians is called church or chapel. For Muslims, it is mosque. And for Buddhists, it is pagoda. And for Jains, it is derasar. Now I want you to tell the meaning of shrine. S-H-R-I-N-E, shrine. What does shrine mean? Sitting in the temple and listening to sacred hymns provides me with immense inner happiness.
It's time I'm letting you go. This time I know it for sure. Just thought I should let you know. Yeah,
Now I will walk up the steps. Harika, go walk up the steps.
no, it's no more. No, I got so high on a low. That's when I love you the most. Now I thought I should let you know. Yeah, no, it's
Wow, wow, the ambience of this temple is mind-blowing. This temple is always thronged with devotees. Thronged? Thronged means a very big crowd of people. Hindi mein bole to bheed. I can't record inside, but what I want to say is that a person who worships deities in the temple is called priest. And a monk is a person who is a sannyasi. So what is a hermit? A hermit is a rishi muni. Understand the difference between monk and a hermit. A hermit is a person who lives alone, apart from general society. But a monk is a person who lives with other monks, usually in a monastery. Now, what about a pilgrim? What is a pilgrim? A pilgrim is a person who travels long distances to visit a religious place. Let me tell you another word related to pilgrim. Pilgrimage. What is a pilgrimage? Okay. The person who takes long distances to visit a religious place is called a pilgrim. But what about the journey? The journey is called pilgrimage. See, here also pilgrimage name is mentioned. Here, and here also. So I hope you will not forget this word, pilgrimage. Special journey taken by a pilgrim to visit a religious place is called a pilgrimage. Simple, isn't it? You might have observed in paintings a ring of light, or I would say a circle of light, is made around the head of a religious person or heavenly bodies or gods. So what is that ring of light, or I would say circle of light, called? The ring or circle of light is called a halo. Halo, H-A-L-O, halo. I can't take the camera inside, otherwise it will be confiscated. Confiscate? ये confiscate क्या होता है? कॉन्फिस्केट के बारे में हमने एक वंडरफुल शॉट बना रखा है और उसकी लिंक हमने डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में दे रखी है. आपसे जाके चेक कर लीजिए ताकि आपकी वोकैब इंप्रूव हो जाए. मुझे प्रसादा में तुलसी पत्ता मिला, लेकिन इसको इंग्लिश में क्या कहेंगे? तुलसी पत्तों को इंग्लिश में कहते हैं basil leaves. So friends, what are these? These are basil leaves. Basil leaves. Basil leaves are very useful. They have medicinal value. What do we call this in English? Beads? No. This and this, each one is called beads. But what do we call this whole string of beads? This whole string of beads is called rosary. Rosary. We use this to count our prayers. In Hindi, it is called japmala. Hindi में बोले तो japmala.
It's time I'm letting you go. This time I know it for sure.
People counted prayers using rosary. But now, in more modern times, people have been using this digital counter. This is also used to count our prayers. So friends, Everything is changed by time. We should also change by time. Friends, what do we call this in English? We call these incense sticks. Hindi में देखें तो अगरबत्ती. Incense sticks. These are used to worship deities. Do you know what do we call this in English? This is called incense. Incense, Hindi में बोले तो धूप. Understand the difference between incense and incense sticks. Dhoop or agarbatti. What is this called in English? Where we keep incense or incense sticks. This is called censer. Censer. Hindi में बोले तो धूपदानी. What is this called? This is called conch. Conch. It is a shell of a sea creature. Hindi में बोले तो शंख. And it is played by blowing air into it on some auspicious occasions. What is this called? I hope so everybody knows that. This is called a bell. But what is this called? You can call it clapper, striker or the tongue of a bell. It's up to you what you want to call it, clapper or striker. I repeat, clapper or striker. The ball is in your court. Now we have come to the end of this video, but I want you to learn some more phrases related to God as we are at God's place called temple. The first one is God forbid. God forbid. हिंदी में बोलो तो भगवान ना करे. God forbid. For example, oh no, I'm late for the train. God forbid, the train should not leave the platform before I reach there. The second one is God willing. It will happen. हिंदी में बोलो तो भगवान ने चाहा तो ऐसा ही होगा. For example, he is in hospital. I hope so. He will recover soon. God willing, it will happen. The next phrase is may God do it. हिंदी में बोलो तो भगवान करेगी ऐसा ही हो. For example, I am not prepared for the test. I hope so. The test be postponed. May God do it. Or I would say, may God postpone the test. The next phrase is by God's grace. Or I would say, by the grace of God. हिंदी में बोलो तो भगवान की कृपा से. For example, by God's grace, I've got highest marks in UPSC exam. Let's take another example. By God's grace, I'm blessed with two lovely siblings. Next phrase is for God's sake. हिंदी में बोले तो भगवान के लिए. For example, for God's sake, don't trouble me. I'm preparing for my exam. Do you know what is this called? This is called an altar. A-L-T-A-R, altar. The high platform or place where deities are kept and worshipped is called altar, not temple. The temple is the entire building where deities are worshipped. But an altar is a place where deities are kept and worshipped. So friends, what is this? This is an altar. A-L-T-A-R, altar, not A-L-T-T-E-R. Both are pronounced same, but the spellings are different. Don't get confused. A-L-T-A-R, altar, is the high platform where deities are kept. Do you know what is this called? This is called trident. In Hindi we call it Trishul. The idol, or I would say the God whom we worship in the temple, is called deity. Do you know what is this called? In Hindi we call it kapoor, but in English we call it camphor. It is used to whisk away insects and for worship. Whisk away? What does whisk away means? Whisk away means to move someone or something rapidly. Do you know what is this? In Hindi we call it kalash, but in English we call it urn. U-R-N. Urn. Urn. Do you know what is this called? This is called worship plate. In Hindi we call it puja ki thali. Let's take something else. Now, do you know what is this called? This is called betel nut, or I would say supari. Now tell me, what is this? In Hindi we call it paan ke patte, but in English we call it betel leaves. Betel leaves. Wow, skyscrapers are adjacent to the temple. Skyscrapers? What do you mean by skyscrapers? The extremely tall buildings are called skyscrapers. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have learned a little bit more English through this video, then don't forget to like, share and subscribe this channel.
I guess No passion in the comatose. Baby going down, down, down. Baby going down, 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 down. Tried so hard to stay afloat. We keep moving like the river goes. Baby going down, down, down. Baby going down, 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 down. And I thought it's